Hello, YouTube. And in today's video, we're gonna make pumpkin pie. Now this might seem a little bit belated due to the Christmas tree behind me because this video was supposed to come out by Thanksgiving, but the main thing with pumpkin pie is you need to get the good crust, whipped cream, and amazing pumpkin insides. Now for pumpkin pie, you can't just use any pumpkin, you have to use a sugar pumpkin. And boy, that took me a long time to find.
I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah.
Anyway, let's make the crust to our pumpkin pie. Now, we're gonna make our crust. Now we're gonna put in 1 1/4 cup of flour, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of cold butter. Now we are going to put our butter cubes in. We'll put all 10 of them in. 1, put in, pulse. And let's do that to all of them. Now that it's all been pulsed, we've added our butter in. Now we're going to roll it. Now we're gonna roll this out. We're gonna add a little bit of flour. Technique with cooking. We have some brown butter here. We're just gonna grab some of it and just squirt the pan like that. Now we're just gonna take our rolling pin and roll over the dough until it's. Now we're gonna put it in the pan. Now that we got the dough in the pan, we're just gonna take our fingers and just make little holes like this. It's gonna make that weird hole texture. So let's do that to everything. Now we're gonna move into the filling. These are the sugar pumpkins I was talking about. Normal pumpkins you can't throw, but these are smaller. And normal pumpkins have all this weird filling inside that you can't use. Well, these are much better. Now we're gonna make our puree. Did I just say puree and not pure? Now we're gonna put our cut up sugar pumpkins into our brown butter frying pan. Now I'm gonna put in some pumpkin spice, brown sugar, and a pinch of salt. Pumpkin into our food processor. Now we're gonna make our pumpkin mix. So right here we've got a can of sweetened and condensed milk to put in. Now we're gonna crack 2 eggs into a smaller bowl. Now we've got our eggs and we're just gonna put them in. Now we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we're gonna put in some brown sugar. Now I'm gonna put in some brown stuff. Now we're gonna put in some ground nutmeg. Now second to last, we're gonna put in some pumpkin spice. And something I like to add is a little bit of lemon zest. Now we're gonna spoon it up. Ha! 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 Ha!
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
Now we're gonna put it into the pumpkin crust. Now I'm gonna just put little streaks of this newly grinded pumpkin puree into the pie. Now we're gonna put our pie in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Now we're gonna make our whipped cream. By the way, I put my bowl in the freezer. First, we're gonna pour a cup of heavy cream. Now we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Now we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we're gonna start to so beat until you start to. Now we're gonna beat until we start to see peaks. Now I just got a little bit of lemon juice after my peaks formed. I'm just gonna put a little bit of lemon juice in for a little pop of flavor. Now I'm just gonna beat it a little bit more. Now for the final step of this is plating. So I'm gonna start by going in with a little dollop of whipped cream on the top. For the next step, after I put my whipped cream, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little cinnamon sugar over the top of this entire thing to just make it look a bit fancy. Now I know I already did this, but I'm also gonna just add a little bit of orange zest onto it. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit of whipped cream and just sort of dot it around. Well, that just looks fantastic.
Yeah, boy.
And now